In this lesson, we will solve radical equations. How are radical equations used to find free fall times? Skydivers fall 1,050 to 1,480 feet every 5 seconds, reaching speeds of 120 to 150 miles per hour at terminal velocity. It is the highest speed they can reach and occurs when the air resistance is equal to the force of gravity. With no air resistance, the time t in seconds it takes an object to fall, hv, can be determined by the equation t equals the square root of h over 4. How would you find the value of h if you were given the value of t? Equations like t equals the square root of h over 4 contain radicals with variables in the radicand are called radical equations. To solve these equations, first isolate the radical on one side of the equation, then square each side of the equation to eliminate the radical. An object is dropped from an unknown height and reaches the ground in 5 seconds. From what height is it dropped? So I'm going to multiply both sides by 4 to undo, divide by 4, and I have 20 equals the square root of h. To undo square root, I'm going to square both sides of the equation, and I have h equals 400, and that was in feet. I like directions like this. Solve. So to undo plus 8, I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides of the equation. And I can put that little stop sign in my radical so I see where it ends. And then to undo square root, I'm going to square both sides of the equation. So I have x minus 3 equals 49. To undo minus 3, add 3 to both sides of the equation. So I get x equals 52. And just like we did earlier in Algebra 1, it's always a good idea to check. So where there was an x, I'm going to replace it with 52. And plus 8, I hope, equals 15. 52 minus 3 is 49. The square root of 49 plus 8. Square root of 49 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. My check step works. My answer was correct. Do another just like that. We can subtract 6 from both sides. So x plus 4 equals 8. And to undo square root, square both sides. So I have x plus 4 equals 64. Subtract 4 from both sides. So I have x equals 60. And check. Square root of 60 plus 4 plus 6, does it equal 14? Square root of 64 is 8, plus 6 is 14. It is good. We solve radical equations by isolating the radical sign on one side of the equation, square each side of the equation to eliminate the radical.